And we are live from an undisclosed location deep in the heart of American flyover country. I may be under the radar, but I'm always over the top. I'm Jeffrey Darty, the Christian whistleblower. Welcome to the channel. We just had a great show with Ernst Wilhelm talking about the cards of truth. I encourage you to check that out. We've got more great cards of truth information coming up in the future and more podcast excellence here today as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to point out something to me that's very curious. Probably a short show. I just wanted to make you aware of something because it is very curious to me. You know, this God named Yahweh, this God named Jehovah, this God named Marduk, this God that I lovingly refer to as the rat bastard, he goes out of his way to say, I'm the only God. There's none other like me. I'm the Lord. There's none other like me. I'm God. There's none other like me. You'll have no other gods before me. I'm the only God. I'm the first, the last. I'm the only God. And a God that has gone so far out of his way to be so exclusive, a God that's gone so far out of his way to be so different, ladies and gentlemen. Why in the world did I forget to put on my glasses? And why in the world would a God that's trying to be so different, going so far out of his way to be so unique? Well, let me talk to you first about this God named Bacchus. There was this God named Bacchus. He's also known as Dionysus, this particular god. And the reason I bring him up is because there's a temple at Baalbek. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There's a temple in a place called Baalbek. And this temple is known to be a temple, ladies and gentlemen, of Bacchus. A temple of also, he's called Dionysus. And it's very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, that if you look up this temple, if you look up this God, he's a God that doesn't sound at first glance to have a lot to do with this supposedly exclusive God of the Bible. I mean, Bacchus, Dionysus, is the god of the grape harvest, winemaking, fertility, ritual madness, religious ecstasy, and theater. Now, at first glance, that doesn't sound a lot like the God of the Bible, but when you think about it, God of the grape harvest, winemaking, and wine, what was the first great miracle that plastic Jesus supposedly did? Oh, that's right, he turned water into wine. Thinking about ritual madness, and a lot of people were saying about plastic Jesus, he's crazy, he's mad. Fertility, well, if you can get outside of your religion, you'll notice that Easter is nothing but an ancient fertility ritual. Christmas is an ancient fertility ritual. Religious ecstasy, look at the modern Pentecostal movement. It's exactly religious ecstasy. And theater, ladies and gentlemen, go to any of these mega churches and you'll see that religion is the biggest show in town. And Bacchus, Dionysus, was known for its unrestrained consumption. Look at Western, quote unquote, Christian society. If it's known for anything, it's known for its unrestrained consumption. More, better, bigger, faster. So maybe there's not that much difference between Bacchus, Dionysus, and this god called Yahweh. So why would I even be asking such a question? Well, I'm asking such a question because I took a look at the temple of the Lord, and I took a look at the temple of Bacchus slash Dionysus, and I found a very curious thing. This one is supposedly the temple of the Lord. This is the temple of Bacchus, the temple of Dionysus. And if you look at them, there's not a dime's worth of difference in either one of them. They both have open courts to begin with. They both have altar complexes next. They both go into what's called holy places. And they both are finished off with the Holy of Holies, here towards Yahweh and here towards Jupiter. It's basically the same construction. And if this God's all about, I'm different, I'm the best, why would he be doing something just exactly like these other gods? And another thing that strikes me is that this temple is all about, well, sex. And this temple is all about, well, death. Now, if you had to choose, and that's the beautiful thing, you don't. But if you had to choose, would you choose a god of death or a god of sex? A god of blood or a god of love? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. And if you're supposed to be so different and so unique, I'm the only one, why are you building your shit just like the other guys? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. But what do I know? Like Rex says, I'm just another conspiracy theorist. I'm just a ex-minister with nothing better to do than make these silly videos. Did you ever get the feeling that someone was looking over your shoulder? It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. Maybe you guys never experienced that, but every now and then I do. Well, I just wanted to point that out to you because it seemed very odd to me. It seemed very weird to me. It seemed very different to me. And maybe some of you can explain these things to me. Maybe they make perfect sense. Or maybe they don't. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, here to bring you things that will cause you to guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, be your own guru, things that will cause you to ask questions and question answers. Above all else, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to ask you to subscribe and also here to help you unindoctrinate yourself.